Well, good morning, guys. Bill here, back again with another one. Today I've got something else in here. This is a friend of mine's Dodge Ram 2500. I think it's a 2007 or 2008, I'm not sure. But anyway, he's got the driver's seat has an issue. So he wants me to, he doesn't want to replace the cover. You know, it's got a little burn hole right here. It's got a war spot right here. But his issue, the problem is, as you can see right here, it's broke down, the foam. And he said this part here is really bad. It's very uncomfortable. In fact, he uses a pillow when he drives it. So I think I'm going to pull the cover off of it and pull the foam out of it and see if I can repair it, because he doesn't want to buy new foam, which actually that would probably be the best way to go with it, a new foam and cover, but he doesn't want to do that. So I told him I'll see what I can do with it. Actually, I've got a couple of projects for this truck. He left it with me for a month. He wants to pull the fender flares off of it. He doesn't like them. And across the bottom here, below the belt line, it's not rusted out, but it's kind of chipped up. And he wants to repaint that bottom strip all the way down. So actually he wants to repaint it black, to do like something to kind of along the lines of the running boards there. So I told him I can do that. It's not ideal, but I think that would be easier than trying to match this old paint, and this door here doesn't really match, you know, so I think it would just stand out like a sore thumb. So he said black, just do it in black. So that's what we're going to do after the seat. But anyway, today it's going to be the seat. So there's lots, I don't know if I'll show you me taking the seat cushion off. It's pretty straightforward. There's lots of videos out there showing how to get the seat off. It's not a power seat. It's just a manual seat, so it should come off pretty easy. I thought about taking the whole seat out and doing it, but I think I can get it off of there without doing that. If it was a power seat, I'd probably take it out. But being how it's not, I think it'll come out of there pretty easy. So I'll get the seat off of it. Like I said, I'm not going to show doing that. There's lots of videos, just videos out there that's just got clips under here. It just unclips under there, and then it'll pull out, supposedly. So anyway, we'll come back. I'll have the seat in there on the bench, and we'll see what we got to do for it. So stick around. All right, guys, I went ahead and pulled the seat out. It was 8 nuts. There were 13 millimeter nuts and a couple of plugs, and it came out. So it took me all of about 5 minutes. So I thought, oh, you know what? This seat's been on here a long time, or this cushion. That way, if I can get it out, see what I'm doing, less chance of breaking one of those clips or something. So, which it probably wouldn't have happened, but you never know. And it's easier to work on this way. So let's turn it over here, and you can see what I'm talking about. We got a clip here, 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 here. There's a couple on the back, and this here, right here, actually clips over. So I'll set you up on a tripod, and we'll go ahead and yank that cover off of there. All right, these here. So I've got a hook tool. I think this is for pulling like radiator hoses. I'm guessing. I've never used it for a radiator hose, but I could see where it would be good for one. But there come off really easy. And then there's right here, there's all right, so let's turn it around here. Okay, so we have one here. I've already taken this one here. This one was just a flap that went around. I had to take that off to get my bolts out. We got one that goes across here. We just undo that. Yeah, I might go ahead. It doesn't look like this will come off. This will come off without taking this off first. So, I mean, it might, but why fight with it? I'll just grab a socket and we'll take that one off. There's that one. And this should Alright, this will come off once I pull the seat up here. Just gotta... Alright, let me grab I'll grab the lever and see if we can recline this a little bit and see if it'll come out of there a little easier. That. Alright, so we need to get this off of here. Well, so there's Velcro in here. So when you're pulling that Velcro off, you want to make sure you're holding pressure down on that so it doesn't rip out of the foam. Now maybe we can get this off of here a little easier. There we go. All right, so here's what we've got. We've got this broken down right here, just flattened out. I don't know if I want to try and cut that out and put a new piece in there, or if I want to try and glue it. I might try and put some steam on it here. Let's see if it'll puff back up. It's not really flaking, so it might come back. I don't know. Well, I mean, I can definitely glue it. I can definitely glue it and probably put it back together. Let's get the steamer going, and we'll see if that'll at least put some more shape back into it. All right, guys, got the steamer going. So let's see if this thing will come back. Well, it's starting to puff back up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty broke down right there, so I got a feeling I'm gonna have to cut this out and just replace this whole piece here. That's pretty soft compared to that, so, but it might be because it's, yeah, I think that just needs to be replaced. So I guess that's the route we'll go with it. All right, guys, so this thing is ripped all the way through here. I'm going to glue this back together right here. Then I'll come back around and I think I'll just cut a piece out of here, put that stiffer foam in. I don't want to get too carried away with it because I don't want to get into my Velcro here. So I think I can just cut it right, you know, figure something out, but I want to glue it back together first. And I'll put a reinforcement over this because this is where, so there's actually a metal piece that goes across here, and that's what happened. It started cutting into here. So we'll do that. So if you're wondering what glue I'm using, it is, let me get you up here. I'll get this up here on the table. So it's Landau top adhesive, by Weldwood. Yeah, I bought a 5-gallon can of it, and I just spray it in just a little pressure pot gun, just a cheap Harbor Freight one. Leave the glue in it. It's not really a whole lot to it. This glue is so much better than that spray can stuff you get. So let's see. Just spray both sides of it. Get it down in there real good, and we'll let it dry a couple minutes here. Once this is dry, it won't come back apart. The foam will rip before the glue comes apart on it, so. I might have got it a little bit too wet, but it'll dry. So what I'll do is I will go over the top. I'll find some scrap vinyl or something and just put a layer of vinyl over the top and down in here to kind of help reinforce it. All right, I'll come back when we're ready to do that. All right, guys, this is what I'm doing here. I found a piece of scrap vinyl in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay that in here, just like that, and glue it down. And that should be, that should give it more life in here. That's going to reinforce this. And that's pretty much the best I can do with it. Now this glue, you don't thin it. You just pour it straight out of the can. It'll last a long time in your gun too. You don't have to clean your gun. You know, those guns are cheap enough to where if the set's too long and it kind of hardens up in the gun, I just replace the gun. I actually keep an extra gun. All right, so I think what we'll do here, this guy right here, we will, that's still pretty soft. I'm going to just cut this and take that other foam and glue in there and just cut it, trim it down, shape it, call it a day. So we'll go back inside here. All right, so this is still really, there's nothing there, you know. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it. Go across here. Probably go down to about here. And across here. And pretty much down to about right there. And hopefully that's enough. You know, if it's not, we'll always think it should have been. So let me grab a knife or my saw or whatever I'm going to use here, and we'll get her cut. Okay, so this is what I use to cut my foam. It's actual foam saw. A lot of people they'll use like a electric turkey carver knife, hacksaw blade, whatever, and I would probably be using something like that, but I got this guy here. This is these here, to buy them new, they're about $600. I got this for $5 at a yard sale or a estate sale, and I had to repair it. I had to put brushes in it, but I got a total of about $30 in this whole saw. So, well, more than that, probably 50, because I had to buy blades for it too. So I got less than $100 in this saw. So you can't argue with that, I guess. But it works. Okay, so I think I'll take this out to the bandsaw. I have these pieces like that I just cut on a bandsaw because it just does a better job. So let's so I'll be back in a minute. You guys stick around. All right, guys, I ended up slicing just a little bit more out of this because I was poking around on it and it was really soft. There was really nothing there. So I cut up my block of foam. I actually cut it. It wasn't wide enough this way, so I split it, took it down the middle, glued this piece on it, and then I ended up cutting this piece off, so I glued another piece on the end of it, and it's the right length now. And so what I'm going to do is I will, so you can see right here that I'll just take my Sharpie and I'll just go right across here, up here, there, and I'll probably just like go right across like that, because I don't want to, and then I'll just, from there I'll just sand it down. So we will Alright, there's that. We'll just wait till that dries, sets up pretty good, then we'll start trimming it. And it'll be good as, I don't know if it'll be good as new, but it'll be good as it is. So I think she'll be fine. She'll be alright. It'll be a lot better than it was, that's for sure. Okay, let's start trimming this up. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to trim it across here. that's close enough. And then I'll go get a die grinder with a grinding wheel on it, and we'll clean that up. So I'll do that outside. All right. I just heard that somebody thought they were going to try to assassinate Trump again. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with people. I don't get it. But anyway, I got a little die grinder with a, I believe it's 36 grit disc. I'm just going to try and shape this up a little bit. See what we can do with it. Just very lightly going over it, just touching it. So I try, if I get into it real hard, it's just going to dig a hole. It doesn't take much. That looks pretty good. I think we're going to go with that. I'm probably going to go ahead and lay a 1/4 inch piece of foam over this and glue it down, more than likely. I think that'll, oh yeah, that's much better. Yeah. All right. We'll get some of the foam off me here, and I'll come back. All right, guys. What I'm going to do here, this is pretty good right here. I think what I'm going to do though is I've got some 1/4 inch foam here, a piece that I cut. I'm going to lay it over the top of this and glue it down, just to give it just that little bit extra. I thought about doing 1/2 inch. I was afraid it was going to make the seat cover so tight I wouldn't be able to get it stretched back over, and I probably would have been able to, but I think this is better than nothing. And he was complaining about the middle of it here was way soft, and I think that was a combination of this being broke down in here, tore up, and it was just letting this piece here just kind of do whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of 1/4 inch on this one, on this too, just because I can. And you know, that might help. That might make it a little bit, just a tiny bit firmer or more firm or something, whatever you call it. But I think we'll go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's not a lot, but maybe it'll be enough to make a difference in the, I think what I've done already is enough to make a difference. Just kind of clean this edge up here, because I have to still remember that I have to be able to get my Velcro attached down here. And we'll clean this edge up here. And to do this, I'm not going to use the other glue. I'm going to just go ahead and use I have this here. It doesn't have to hold that hard. Once the cover's on it, it's not going anywhere. So this here will be just fine. think that'll work. This side feels about like the other side now. We'll just go around and trim this at an angle. All right, let's put this baby back together. So, turn this around. First thing we'll do, we'll line up our Velcro in the back here. Push that down in there. And we will work it down. Alright, so just fold this over to get that right there and just roll that over the top here. Same on this side. All right. This is ready to go back on the seat. You can tell this is just a little bit more poofy than this side, but that's okay. This is the side that gets the abuse. So it probably won't take long for this side to look like that side. So, and you know what? It's not that much difference. Let's grab the seat. We'll put it up here. Put this back on. All right. And we'll just try to work this back up in here like it was. The back of this foam has to go over that. There's like a ledge back there. It has to go over. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's in there like it's supposed to be. Go ahead and stick that front in. Run these, tuck these flaps back down under there. Alright, we'll turn this over and alright, can you see that? Okay, so we got this one here in already. We will, let's see, this one here goes, that one's in. Then we have this here, this strap that goes across the back here. And these here, I think you could just take them and just slide them together like so. And we'll just there we go. All right, so there you have it. Let's turn it around here. So I'll go ahead and put it back in the truck, and we'll call this done. There's just there's eight nuts or 8 studs, a nut on each one. Pretty straightforward. You don't need to see me do that because there's no room in there anyway. You'll see it's some fat guy just kind of the back of some fat guy just struggling. So all right, let's get her back in. All right guys, seats all put back in the truck, and it is better than what it was. It's actually not bad. As far as comfort goes, it feels better. That's for sure. Yeah, I sat in it before and it was pretty broke down. So it is better. I don't know how long it'll last, but maybe it'll last long enough to where next time maybe you'll want to just replace the foam in the cover. But till then, this is what it is, and that's the best I could do. We'll call that one a wrap. All right, this was just something that I needed to get done. I'm going to get the paint work done on it next and then get it out of here. And after that, I actually have a guy that wants some upholstery work done. So on a 50 Chevy pickup. So he needs headliner, door panel, and carpet. So I don't know if that's something you guys would like to see. You know, if you would, comment, let me know. And I'll gladly record it. And it's a pretty nice little truck. It's a 1950, you know, it's got a straight 6 with the split manifold and, you know, a bunch of like speed parts on it. And, you know, it's setting down on the ground and nice paint job. It's a pretty sweet little truck actually. So if you guys like to see that, like I said, comment, let me know, and I'll gladly share it. And I actually think there's another guy right after that that might want some work done, and he's got another really nice little, and it's another 50 Chevy pickup. So yeah, it's a LS and powered, and it's a really nice little truck. But anyway, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this. It's, I'm just doing what I do, make a couple of bucks here and there, supplement my hobby, I'm retired, so it gives me something to do. And so, like I said, if you guys enjoy this, like, subscribe, give me thumbs up. I could really use the subscribers and the likes. And there's more stuff coming down the road. It looks like I'm going to be busy for a little while. So with that being said, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time. See ya. Oh, that's good.